So we'll see the next concept, partnerships. So partnership is an association of two or more persons entering into a business. There are two types of partnerships. So one is simple partnership and the other is compound partnership. So when these persons enter into a business, if the period is same, then it is termed as simple partnership. And if the period is different, so they do the business for different periods, so then it is known as compound partnership. So in simple partnership, we'll see how they share the profit. So you have two types, simple partnership and compound partnership. So in this simple partnership, all the persons do the business for the same period, and in this compound partnership, the period differs. So we'll see the working for simple partnership. So in this, suppose if there are two persons A and B, so the ratio in which they share the profit, so profit of A and profit of B. So this will be equal to the ratio of the amount invested, so profit of A and B. So if you have more than two persons, so you can write this in ratios in this format. So if there are two persons, so you can write in quotient format. The profit of A and B will be equal to amount invested by A by amount invested by B. So in this the period is not mentioned, so it means that they are doing the business for the same period. So this comes under the simple partnership, where based on the ratio of investment they share the profit. Say if A invests 10,000 and B is investing 15,000, so we'll get the ratio of their investment. So cancelling the common factors, and here 5. The ratio of investment is 2:3. So based on this, they will share the profit. If suppose the period is different, so it comes under compound partnership. So in compound partnership, we'll see how to calculate profit shared by both the persons. So as we are talking about the period also, profit of A will be product of amount invested by A into the period. So period means for which length he is there in the business. Period of A. So it can be in months or in years also. So into period of B. Say if suppose A is starting a business with rupees 10,000, and then B joins him after 4 months, so with an amount of 15,000. So in simple partnership the period will be same, this gets cancelled. So you will have only ratio of this investment. In this compound partnership, so you have this period also. So A starts a business with 10,000 and B joins him with 15,000 after 4 months. So now profit is checked after 1 year. So here the profit is checked after 1 year. So now what will be the period of A for 1 year? So he will be investing this amount for the whole 12 months. And what will be the period of B? He is joining after 4 months. So joins after 4 months. And as the profit is checked for 1 year, so for what period was B there in the business? So it is for 1 year, that is 12 months. After 4 months he joined, so only for the remaining 8 months he is there in the business. So to find the ratio, this period, you have to multiply it with 8 because he was there in the business for 8 months. And after simplifying all this, so you get the ratio of their investments. So here the ratio is 1:1, so they share the profit equally. So if suppose A is starting business with 10,000 and B is also joining with A from the first, and B leaves the business after 4 months. So earlier it was B joins him after 4 months. Here B leaves the business after 4 months and profit is checked for 1 year. So for what period was A was having his investment? The whole 1 year, that is the whole 12 months. And B leaves after 4 months, means only for 4 months he is there in the business. So multiplying this, you get the amount invested by B. So this ratio, in this they will share the profits also. So after simplifying this, so again here the ratio comes to 2:1. So they will share the profit in the ratio 2:1. So here the period is mentioned, so it comes under this compound partnership where profit of A and profit of B is in the in the ratio of amount invested by A into the period, and for B it is amount invested by B into the period in which B is there in the business. So while working these partnership questions, so they give questions like twice of amount invested by A is equal to thrice the amount of amount invested by B is equal to 5 times the amount invested by C. And now to find the ratio of investment or ratio of profits which they share, so we need to find this A is to B is to C. And to find this A, B, C, the single ratio, we can take A, B separate and we can get the ratio of A is to B. So taking these two equalities, two parts, 2A equal to 3B, so we get ratio of A is to B as, so the inverse of this, so 3:2. And now with these two parts, you can find ratio of B and C, which is 5:3. And as they are in continued ratio, so you can combine this to a single ratio and work out. And instead of doing all this, so this type of question, they are asking simplification part also. So when the question is like 2A equal to 3B equal to 5C, so how to find the ratio of A, B and C in a single state? So taking two at a time, combining, you can work out. But instead of doing this, so to find the single ratio A, B, C, so for A, you multiply the other two parts. So it is 3 into 5, 15. And for B, multiply the parts of A and C. 2 and 5 it is 10. And for C, multiply the parts of coefficients of A and B, 6. So for this type of questions, if it is in partnership, it will be like amount invested by A, twice the amount of A equal to thrice the amount of B equal to 5 times the amount of C. So to find A, B, C, or if it is simplification question, to find this A, B and C. So instead of taking LCM or taking 2 at a time and working, multiplying the other 2 parts, so just seeing the question, you can get the answer. So if suppose the question is 1/4 of amount invested by A is, so there it was in product, here part of a ratio is given. Half of the amount invested by B is equal to 8 times the amount invested by C. So when it is given in fractions, that is the part is in fractions 1/4, half and 1/8. So to find A is to B is to C, so taking this value equal to some constant, getting for A, B and C, instead of working all this, the ratio will be same as this denominators itself. So for A by 4 equal to B by 2 equal to C by 8, the ratio of ABC will be 4:2:8. So simplifying this, you have common factors 2:1:4. So in this ratio, A, B and C share the investment. So in this ratio, they share the profit. So instead of equating equal to K, so we'll have A equal to 4K and B equal to 2K, C equal to 8K. Finding the ratios, cancelling all the common factors, you will get the same ratio. So whenever it is part of the investment, equate it. So instead of doing this, take the denominators as the ratio, simplify and get the ratio in which they share the profit. So now we'll see a few examples where which comes under simple partnership and compound partnership. So we'll see an example. So here the question is 1/4 of A's investment is equal to half of B's investment, which in turn is equal to 1/8 of C's investment. If the profit earned is rupees 3,500, what is C's share of profit? So in this question, part of investments given by A, B and C are all equal. That is 1/4 of A's investment is equal to half of B's investment, which is again equal to 1/8 of C's investment, and we have to share the profit, this 3,500 among all, and we are asked to find C's share of profit. So before finding the profit, we need the ratio in which they have invested. So according to this detail, that is given that 1/4 of A's is equal to half of B's, so which is again in turn equal to 1/8 of C's investment. So to get the ratio in which they have invested, so seeing this question, students think that it is very tedious to work out. So but when you understand the concept, working is very simple, and I'll tell you how to find the ratio of investment. So just take the ratio of the denominators, you will get the ratio of their investment. So A is to B is to C. So no complicated workings at all. Just take the denominators when part of the investment are equal. So 4:8. And now after simplifying, you get 2:1:4. So in this ratio they have invested for the business. So this can also be verified like, so this is very simple, and I'll tell you how you get these ratios. So as all the values are equal, all the ratios are equal, so you take that is equal to some constant K. So from this working we get, so A equal to 4 times this constant, so B is 2 times the constant, C is A times the constant. So now to find the ratio, so when you write all these common factors gets cancelled, so you get the ratio of investment only with the denominators itself. So it is not at all tedious to work out, so just take the ratio of the denominators, you get the ratio of investment, and after simplifying, so you get the ratio of investment is 2:1:4, and in this pattern they will share the profit. The total profit is given as 3500 and you need C share. So based on their investment they will share the profit. So investment ratio is 2:1:4. When added you get 7 parts. So divide this total by sum of these ratios. So we'll get value of 1 part. So value of 1 part is rupees 500 and C share of profit is asked where C receives 4 parts of the profit. So 1 part 500 into 4 it is. So 2000. So C share is asked. So 4 parts into 500 is 2000. So if they ask for A or B, A receives 2 parts. So 500 into 2000, and if they ask for B, it is 1 part, 1 into 500, so B receives 500. So whenever they give us the part of the investment, the question seems to be difficult, so but understand the question, working is very simple. So once when you understand the question, 60% of the work is over, workings is over. So here, equating these ratios, to find the equating this part, to find the ratio of investment, just take the denominator ratio, simplify if any common factor, you get the ratio of investment. And we'll see some more examples.